Woo! Got a banger of a video for you today. 5 trades in this video, starting down $200 on the day, and then we'll see what happens from there. So remember, rest of the week I will not be here trading, probably why I went a little ham out there today. Tomorrow got a big video coming out there, the most requested video by far that I get in the YouTube comments, so check that out tomorrow. But for today, let's go. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Let's trade.
Hey guys, are you tired of using the same old stock market scanner and getting the same old results? Add some intensity to your trading with the Intensity Stock Watch Scanner. The intensity indicator is the only predictive price action indicator that alerts before significant reversals, allowing trade management with unprecedented timing and accuracy. Now with this exclusive link and code GDTISW, you can get 20 to 30% off every month on your subscription. It's time to finally get the results you've been looking for and intensify your trading with the Intensity Stock Watch Scanner.
Alright, so first trade of the day was here on Coin right out of the opening gates, and really the reason that this ends up starting me red on today is because I was just too early on this. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Just too early on that first entry there at 70.25. Wasn't even, look at this, it's not even on the top screen of the scanner below me. It was making a nice move, but should have been more patient waiting for that push towards 71. Just because it's the first candle of the day, we don't really have any kind of defined range yet or anything. So should have been a little bit more patient here on this first entry in Coin. But nevertheless, I'm in at 70.25, and I'm just going to look for down through like 69.90 if it can get down through there. Test 70 for a minute, but can't really break back down to the downside. So now it's a matter of this, what's this thing going to do? Is it going to continue back to the upside, or is it going to actually finally break down for me here? So what it's going to do is, you probably guessed it, continue to the upside. And that's okay, because still willing to add into this one, especially if it makes another nice move here. And really, this is where you're going to see where we should have been starting the trade, or I should have been starting the trade here to begin with. So here it comes. It's now pushing up towards 71. Here's that 71 push I was talking about that I really should have been waiting for to begin with. Watching it here as it pushes towards that whole number, looking for through 70.90 on the ad here on Coin. Put the order out, and I'm going to go ahead and get the fill there at 70.90. So I have 200 shares short, average of 70.58, and we'll see what it does from here. Hopefully come down, but it won't. So unfortunately, it just continued to the upside. You can see there, had I started it on that second candle, could have gotten the ad on the third. Then there on that fourth would have been a nice spot to been making some money on it. But as it is, and it went kind of through a bull flag there, I decided just to cut it as it went through the highs there over 71.50 with that stop order. So out there, $213 loss to start the day. Later on in the morning, you can see finally got the options screen and remembered to use it for you guys here. So this is what my screen looks like basically when I'm looking at it. This is about 1/3 of my monitor that you guys are staring at here. But I'm looking at these Tesla puts as it's pushing up here. Going to look for a nice move if we can get a move down under 460, down towards 450 on the premium here. This is the 250 puts. So looking for still a bigger extension here on Tesla, but it's kind of making that move. So we'll see what it does. Pushing up here, it's down now below 5 on the premium. Is now getting down towards 460. There's 450. I think I can get a little bit better than 460. Waiting here 1 second. There's below 450. I push the button. I get the fill. Starting with 2 contracts now at 450 here on these Tesla 250 puts. And we'll see if this can give me a nice pullback in the other direction. Was looking for about a 50-cent move if it wanted to go in my direction, back up to 5 here on the premium. But unfortunately here on Tesla, this thing just kind of came down a little bit and then went sideways, tested the highs again. So it really wasn't doing what I wanted it to do at this point. So now it's just a matter of coming up with a game plan, because I don't really know what Tesla's going to do at this point. It could either break through the highs there at 250, 450 and continue to the upside, or it could retrace back down towards VWAP towards 250, 140 and make my puts be in the money. Didn't really know. Had no idea. So at this point I was like, you know what? If I can just get a little pullback down here, I'll look to just cut this trade and break even, whatever you want to call it, slightly green, if I can get down to 455 here on the premiums on any kind of a little pullback. So not looking for a win anymore here on Tesla, just looking for an area that I can cut it without any red, basically. And that's one of the advantages that I like too of this strategy, is oftentimes instead of taking that full seam loser, you can go ahead and cut it out for no red or very little red. So that's what I was looking for here on these Tesla puts. I put the order out there just to have it out there in case it made a quick little spike or something like that. So have the order sitting out there at 455 on the puts to sell those, just 5 cents above where I bought them at 450. So not looking to make any money. It'll only be $10 if I get a fill there, minus, you know, $2 in commissions on the contracts or whatever it is. So here it comes down. Can it get down and fill me at 455? You can see the premium going up a little bit there. There's 455 on the bid on the premium. Can it get me the fill? It's getting close and all out there for that $10 on Tesla. But now is when things are really going to start getting interesting on the day, because much later on, TUP starts booming here. You can see it hitting on the scanner below me. This is actually the first real good alert of the day. I'm going to go ahead and start it as it's hitting 750 here. 500 shares short on this one. I'm trying to go a little bit bigger on these lower price stocks that have the range that I'm looking for, that I don't think is going to rip my face off. So that's what I'm looking at here in TUP. Go ahead and start it with 500 shares short here at 749, and I'll look to piece this thing out. Look for the first 300 shares if we can get down towards 730. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put an order out here for 300 of the 500 shares at 730, and then we'll see if we can get a little bit lower on the rest. So going to look for another 100 down at 720 if we can go from there, and then the final, you're not going to see it here, but the final target is 710 there with the remaining 100 shares that would be left if I get those two fills. But got to get these fills first before we ever get to 710. So in this one, it's into the 730s already. Can it get me the fill? There's the fill for the first 300 shares there at 730 here on TUP. So now I've got 200 shares left still with that 749 average. But while I'm in TUP, I move over to my other screen and IMVT is moving, and kind of the same exact deal here. This one's finally making the first real good move it's made today. So I'm watching it here. It's going to be 500 shares again. If we can get up through the 880s, make a move towards 9. There it is. I go ahead and I start the short, 500 shares short here at 881 on IMVT. And we'll see if this thing can pull back down in my favor. So unfortunately, it just kind of goes sideways for a while. Doesn't pull back nearly as much as I was wanting. I was hoping for 860 there on a nice quick pullback. It doesn't really do that. It comes back down a little bit. So I just decide to start piecing it off here. So in the end, I'm going to get these remaining 62 shares down just a little bit lower. I think I lost it in editing somewhere, but I'm going to get those remaining 62 shares that you see I have here down a little bit lower to close this one out for plus $57 green, which you will see here once we switch over back to TUP, because I'm still in TUP. So there's the $57. I got it. Where did I get that fill at? 858. So you can see it there on the fixed order entries and the fills there. TUP finally comes down. Woo! We're all over the place. I get the fill there for the next 100 shares at 720. I'm going to be looking for the final 100 shares now down at 710. So I'm going to put an order out at 710 to see if I can go ahead and get that filled. But while TUP is moving, and I'm just kind of sitting here waiting and watching it, wondering what's going to go on with TUP. It's getting closer. It's now down to 715. All of a sudden, I see HAS popping up on the negative I3 scan, and this is a gorgeous move here. So I'm going to go ahead and get long at 68.86, and I'm just looking for a little pop here through 69.50 because I hate longs. But see if we can get up through 69.50 here on this HAS move to the downside. Gets almost there and can't quite do it. So once it couldn't quite do it, then, you know, I'm going to have to sit through a little bit of pain here as it just kind of goes lower. I never really found a great spot to get an add, but I came up with a game plan here of while we were at the lows, I was going to add in another 100 shares just to get my average down. And then if it came down just a few cents lower, I was just going to cut it. That's why you can see my cursor there on the sell entire position. If it came down any lower below the lows of the day there, I was just going to close the whole thing out. But if it wants to pop back up off of that support zone that it hit earlier in the morning, and you know, now I've got a much better probability of being able to get out of this trade. And once again, just looking to get out of this one like the Tesla puts earlier in the video, because it's not doing what I wanted. So just looking to see if we can get up over 68 here. So watching the level 2, can we get up through 68? There's through 68, and I'm just going to take it off for a $13 win. And after all is said and done, I have lost $7 on the day, minus, I don't know, $10, $15, something like that in commissions. But woo, what a crazy day. It does end up going up a little bit more here in HAS, which could have made me easily green $100 or so. But after that day, I think I'll take it, move on, and be happy. So, crazy day. Hopefully the editing wasn't too bad. It was all over the place, and even trying to go back and keep track of it while I was editing it was almost harder than keeping track of it in real time when I was trading it. But that's it. That's all for me today. Still nice and green on the month after the comeback from starting $200 down. Could have definitely been nice and green on the day, but also could have been red. So, you know, I'll take it on the break-even day, basically, and move on from there. Stay tuned tomorrow for the video that's coming out. I hope you guys enjoy it. Hopefully you do enjoy these videos and this channel. If you do, make sure you hit like and subscribe. It's absolutely free for you. It means a lot for me. I'll see you later.